Welcome back to War Thunder, and welcome aboard the Tiger 2H Sla.16 here on Kursk. And what a battle this will be. Now, we kind of had this scenario already a few days ago, didn't we? Yes, there was this funny battle in the 100. But having said that, the Tiger 2 is a little bit different. Different gun, different matchmaking, different armor layout, but overall not too bad at long ranges, and that's what I'm going to do here. I go for the area around E9, and I want to prevent the enemy going into C. I do not really want to go for C itself, and let's see how this goes. So, the Tiger 2 also here in realistic does 41 downhills. Regardless of which version, the Porsche, the Henschel or the diesel version, they all have quite a bit of speed. Very important here is that we have the Americans on our side, and that helps us a great deal in not getting bombed or rocketed by 82 Sky Raiders, for example. Just saying. So, I'm still trying to get into position, and today we will see how this tank performs at long ranges against certain tanks in an up tier, and what you can do to maximize your efficiency and your impact on the game. Now I can see here already certain tanks in the distance, T-44s of various different variants, and I try to find the range. I just level in and I see I'm falling short. And now I adjust my aim. If you want to know how this goes, well, that's a little dirty secret, but you can see I am ranging in really greatly. And the long 88 at range with that reload and that punch at distance, well, you know you come pretty close after a few shots. And in this battle I decided to take a few more rounds with me. Now this tank here is closer, it is an IS-6, so I switch target and hit the cupola of the T-44-100 with the first shot. Now I angle my hull and the IS-6 also shoots short, and that is a great deal because despite having a fast reloading 122mm gun, it's still a 122mm, and I bounce the first shot. Now why do I angle my hull here? It's not because I want to protect my hull, but my turret. How does this work? Well, simply by rocking forwards and backwards, I move practically the weak spots of my tank in a horizontal level, not in a vertical one. That's important. And the T-44 here, well, he has fallen to my next shot. Now this IS-6, I tried to shoot at him, but I have little hope that I actually can shot trap him or damage him in any way, shape or form, except if I hit the cupola. But that is, yeah, a tricky shot. And then I see a sideways on IS-6 that pressures a T-92. I hit the machine gun. Now I have to adjust my aim pretty quickly because the T-92, well, he's in trouble. I aim, great hit into the cupola, taking out the loader and the commander. You know, and that is a pretty nasty hit, losing 2 crew members if you have 4. And the next shot goes into the back of the turret for my 3rd kill already. And then this other IS-6, well, you can see how resistant those pesky buggers are. And yeah, I hit the side plate here, but still the 88 doesn't go through because, you know, balanced premium tank. Now I see this I see this AAA at long ranges, but in this position, Kursk is relatively tricky for me to predict the distances properly. But that's also a little bit of magic on Kursk, that you have these long range engagements. Do you remember the early days of War Thunder Ground Forces? Oh, that was a discouraging hit, just a few centimeters too low for a cupola hit. So I adjust my aim, and next shot. Ah, what a discouraging hit. I hit the vodka bottle that is the optics on the commander's hatch. What a bad luck. And I don't go through the turret front because reasons. So, the early days of War Thunder Ground Forces, they were awesome. But I never played realistic, so I never had to play on Kursk, which is a shame because this map, well, it is magic. And finally, a T-92 takes out the IS-6. And I take out this other tank. What was it? An IS-2 at long ranges hit the side skirts there. I get shot from the side and I wonder what was that? It came from the left, but I looked to the right and did you see that barrel? Yeah. Somebody is in the river embankment. Oh boy, and now suddenly I'm in a crossfire, so I reverse. And I look around, here you can see the machine gun. It's barely visible. But how can I hit this guy? You know? I'm trapped here, I can't go for C. So, and I hit it, and that seems like an IS-2 of some designation. IS-2 mod 1944, whatever. I mark him with the machine gun. I try to find out his location. Oh, it seems to be the mod 1944. Well, that's interesting. What can I do? At this moment, this is a very tricky situation. I'm actually exposing myself a little bit for side flanking fire into my turret. Yes, I have additional tracks to cover and help up, but you know, when you get hit by a 100mm shell or a 122mm, those tracks do not really help. And there I overshot him. I correct my aim, but to loop the shell over this ridgeline is not that easy. I barely see the machine gun with the binos, so I have little hope to actually hit him. And you can see, despite taking a lot of shells in the beginning with me, I'm down to 16 APHE rounds. Now, you can argue that I should take in a normal battle less ammunition with me, and I agree, but you know, on Kursk I thought myself it would be worth the risk. I keep my turret pointed towards this guy, but look around with the binoculars and I see another tank. I still have the range from previous, not quite, but you see the adjustment right now, and the reload is rather quick. It's not like the fantastic 20-pounder, but still, yeah, that was also not a hit. Let's try it again. You know, I'm kind of nervous here at the moment for this guy from the side. So it seems like this guy is taken out by the T-92. It was a T-44. A shame that I didn't hit him. Yeah, and that was actually a hit, but you know, he was already dead, so he just exploded for the second time, which is a little bit annoying, I have to say. I want that tanks smoke a little bit, even if they don't, you know, if they are not on fire or if just their crew is knocked out, because that would be a great help. And you know, you can mimic that with certain camouflages. Now back to the early days of Kursk. I was actually worried to play this map. It was just, I just saw YouTube videos and the map looked so big and I was, you know, this arcade scrub and I didn't really feel it. A shame that this map isn't available in arcade. But you know, having said that, at higher battle ratings, this is pretty much dominated by ATGMs and it would be suicide to go in. At least at battle rating 8.0 and 8.3 respectively. So now I think to myself, my team has covered so much of the map, we are already also conquering the middle capture point B, and I want to get this guy. I want to get this guy. I already have 4 kills in the bag. I want my eyes. Now, I helped my team here greatly by taking out those tanks, especially this T-92, which had a fantastic game. Well, he was in deep trouble when this IS-6 charged him. Those IS-6s are really fast buggers. And, you know, I helped him out a great deal. He helped me out a great deal. So, it's time to clear out his bag. And I keep myself in the rail or the river embankment, and yeah, I try to stay a little bit in cover so he doesn't see me coming. The Kingtiger is certainly not a very silent vehicle, But you know, there is always the chance that this is a PogChamp player and he listens to music and doesn't hear me coming and doesn't probably expect me here. So I just simply rush him in a Kingtiger, a heavy tank. Now I have to fear the 122, especially at close range, when he hits my turret front. The weak spot is actually a big horizontal and vertical target, so the Kingtiger always has this big weak spot right in his face. I see him pointing his gun towards me, he has recognized me. I see this machine gun and I take aim, and he moves a little bit, take the shot, and I kick his butt with a cupola hit right there. Beautiful. And that was my ace, just like that. Oh boy, I can tell you, this kind of ace in an up tier in the Kingtiger feels extremely good. It really, really feels good. Now, I'm not making this up. I'm not saying, oh, look at this, I made 5 kills, yada, yada, yada. I had another game today, 7 kills. But it was, you know, on another map. And yes, while I had 4 capture zones as well, you know, wouldn't be the worst game to showcase. But it was not really testing the armor that much. Now granted, I was not shot that much, but a few hits I absorbed with my armor at long ranges. The Kingtiger is certainly a stronger tank than in short ranges, but just turn the argument around. What can you do against a T-29, a T-34 heavy tank, and also an IS-6 at long range? Yeah, you also have your problems, but you have the rate of fire advantage. And you could try out a PCR. Having said that, nevertheless, this was a great result so far, and I have to say, at this point, it's the same topic because nothing happens. So, let's make a clean cut here. And let's have a quick look at the results. And for my 5 kills and 1 assist, I got 47,000 silver lines and 7,078 modification research points. And you know, with a 10% booster, that's quite something. Also certain sniper awards. Yeah, I think that result was awesome. Yeah, is this something that you can reproduce on a daily basis? I don't think so. But to having experienced this at least once, it's quite something. It's a really nice feeling. So, as usual, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoyed the cinematic intro. Thanks for the guys that helped me out in the beginning for making the cinematic intro. And if you liked the video, let me know in the comment section, and also don't forget to hit the like button, it helps out the channel greatly. Subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll see each other on the battlefields of War Thunder.